देखिए कम्युनिकेशन काफी क्लियर रहता है आपको जब पिछला जो टेस्ट मैच हुआ था 7-8 महीने पहले हुआ था और काफी अंतर रहा है उस टेस्ट मैच और इस श्रृंखला में। तो कम्युनिकेशन साफ होती है कि आप एक्सपेक्टेशन क्या है आपके प्लेयर से, आप क्या चाहते हो उस पर काम करें। देखिए हर खिलाड़ी वैसे भी मोटिवेटेड होता है एंड जस्ट टू बी पार्ट ऑफ आप एक इंडियन टीम में, दैट इज अ बिग थिंग इन अ लॉट ऑफ वेज। सो यंग प्लेयर वो समझते हैं कि देयर विल बी टाइम्स वेयर यू हैव टू सिट आउट फॉर समवन एल्स, और ऐसे समय आएंगे हर खिलाड़ी के करियर में, चाहे वो रोहित शर्मा थे, विराट कोहली थे, देयर बी टाइम्स व्हेन यू हैव टू मेक वे फॉर अ सीनियर प्लेयर। बट वो समय में इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम एज अ सपोर्ट स्टाफ ग्रोथ माइंडसेट रखते हैं, कोशिश करते हैं कि प्लेयर की डेवलपमेंट हो, प्लेयर और भी अच्छे हो, तो जब वापस टीम में आए और जब उन्हें मौका मिले वो तैयार हो परफॉर्मेंस करने के लिए। Well, I think, to be honest, don't know which surface they're going to play on yet. But both the pitches look pretty good. Kanpur is always known to have good pitches. Not sure about the bounce yet, but I think with the conditions and the forecast, it's going to be interesting as to how when we turn up tomorrow in the morning, the conditions are. I think a lot will depend on that because, as you know, in Test cricket, conditions can be a huge factor in how the pitch plays. So it's too early for us to judge and decide or have any sort of thought process on the pitch or the conditions. But yeah, we're hoping we come in tomorrow to a sunny day and not an overcast Kanpur. Well, I think when you're playing for India, inspiration is not something you need. Sometimes it's just direction, and I feel KL is having spent a little time with him in the last few days. I think he's someone who understands his game very well. Yes, there are times where a player sort of is finding his feet. I think in South Africa, he played tremendous knocks for India when he was there. So we're very hopeful with the kind of conversation that 𝗂𝐬𝐳 has had, I've had with him, that hopefully we can have a turnaround in KL as well. These things sometimes take time, but I feel the way he is batting, even in the last game, I know we didn't end up, giving him much of a shot in the second innings, but the way he was batting in the second innings is the kind of cricket we're expecting and hoping for him, and I'm pretty sure, going forward, you will see those expectations and those performances that you have from him. Well, I think everyone's available right now, and I can't give you the playing 11 right now because, like I said, a lot of the thought process is to come and see how the conditions are tomorrow and how the pitch looks tomorrow based on the forecast. So I wish I could give you more information, but everyone's fit and ready to go. Well, we haven't introduced much, but see, I think overall, right from when Virat took over, I think the emphasis on fitness has directly kind of resulted in better fielders. If you look at Indian cricket on the whole, or even the IPL or domestic cricket, you will see a growth in fielding, and I always believe that fielding is directly proportionate to your fitness. If you're fit enough, if you can move, if you're agile, you will be able to be in position. So I feel a lot of the fielders now and a lot of domestic cricketers and cricketers in general have emphasized on being fitter, and I think that is directly resulted in a much fitter, faster and agile Indian team. So there's nothing different. I think Ross stays the same. It's not like we throw special balls to them or anything special, but I feel the effort that the guys have been putting with their nutrition, with the amount of time they get to their fitness is resulting in better building result. See, I think you need to understand that we've got a lot of captains, IPL captains in this team. So when we talk about a Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant, hopefully a 𝗪𝗪 going forward, but there are a lot of players who've led their franchises, so I wouldn't look at them as youngsters anymore. Yes, youngsters in the age and maybe the amount of cricket they played, but I think overall mentally and their development as a cricketer has been, I believe, they have the leadership qualities that are required, and you don't need to have a vice captain actually designated, but I think overall, just the thought process of these youngsters is of a senior player, is of someone who's played a lot of cricket, and with the likes of Virat, Rohit in the dressing room, I think it just speeds up that process wherein you're learning a lot faster on the pitch. So I feel our future and all the youngsters, all the seniors that will get ahead. Well, I think, as any cricketer always prepares for all contingencies. It's not about being the worst or the best, it's about what you can face in the middle. So we don't particularly try and pat on bad pitches, but we try and make sure the conditions are tough enough where the players are challenged. After a lot of these guys have played for so many years, only if you're challenged are you going to be, you're going to get better. So sometimes the thought process is just to challenge them differently so that your game and organically, mentally you grow. And there's no other rocket science to it. It's just trying to make sure that we can simulate what we're going to do in the game in practice as well. So I'm not one for expectation. So I've always believed expectation is the mother of all screw ups. So I don't believe in expecting a lot. For me, it is just about going there and seeing what happens on that particular day. And like I said, when there is weather around, you're always very careful. So you don't want to go and expecting the ball going to turn too much or the ball going to seam, because you don't know. So it all depends tomorrow when we turn up, on day one, how the pitch is, how the conditions are, and that will determine how the match goes. But I just feel we'd like to take it as it comes. Don't have too many assumptions in our mind.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃 Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃sports.com.